And what's going on, you bastards? Welcome back to another... Oh, let me turn the music on. And welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, where today we're going to be looking at this new... We can't actually expand them in this menu. We got to get into the fight. Golden Frieza and Gogeta. Who would have thought this character would ever be a unit, you know? It's interesting choice that they definitely had. But a good choice, because this unit is insanely good. So there is, you know, the unit is Golden Frieza plus Gogeta. So you do reversible exchange into Gogeta. And this is the first Gogeta that is an extreme class. You know, we are extreme tech, which is definitely odd. But I mean, we've had it where before, like Goku, part of like the Int LR Tournament of Power, Goku Frieza. You know, that Goku's an extreme unit. The same with Hit and Goku, I guess. But I mean, that's not an exchange character, but kind of the same, kind of the same, but not really. Yeah. So this character's got two different gimmicks. Well, a couple different gimmicks, I guess. But like, so it is a movie bosses or movie heroes. Then you get transformation boost, gifted warriors, or inhuman deeds. So you get a weird hodgepodge of characters. And this guy is on like the second most categories in the game. These exchange units just have so much value with that alone. Like, you know, depending on the kit, yeah. But like, if they're relevant enough, you could just like run them on everything, which is pretty crazy. So right now we got Golden Frieza. Each character has a you know, Gogeta has an active skill and Frieza have an active skill, right? We're gonna get into the details, but let's do a little bit of gameplay first. And if you see here, our team, a little weird, because this character, to get the full capabilities of this character, you know, to get all the bells and whistles and everything to have access to, you gotta have like a movie bosses and a movie heroes team, which unfortunately, you know, this isn't like Dragon Ball Super and stuff like that. I mean, this was technically Dragon Ball Z for this Beerus, right? Or wait, no, or like the movies, right? Or maybe I'm wrong on that. Anyways, because this is movie bosses and super bosses are different. Super bosses have been getting a few buffs recently. Movie bosses, literally the last time was this Beerus, and then before that, Lord Slug. So not good, man. And you know, we had the Broly's right here and stuff like that. So and it's kind of almost the same with movie heroes. The last like movie heroes buff, I mean, besides the 10th year Gogeta, well, and this guy. But like before that, yeah, I mean, it like dwindles. We're in the 9th year here and stuff like that, you know. It dwindles off, and a lot of these characters ain't too giga relevant. The only character that's like gotten some love on movie bosses recently, I'm not going to take time to find him, is the LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. He works well in a lot of content. But anyway, I do want to get max key, but I also want to make sure that Broly, Chulai, and Lemo. Okay, so we'll see who. Okay, bless. How are we looking with links here? We got Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. And then we got Prodigy, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle. I mean, the Frieza would be really good in the middle slot. We'll get the most links, right? So, us in the first slot could be a little dangerous right now, off the rip. But I want to test this unit out and, you know, see its capabilities, right? Because we could have just done the active skill, used the taunt mechanic, which I haven't talked about yet, and just be Giga Tanky, of course. Like, right? Would be Gucci. All right. So we got attack, defense, and then we got crit right there. And starting off with a crisp 20 million. And I do apologize if my audio is a little off. I've been trying to tweak some settings, and because I've been playing some like games with friends that I'm like screaming and stuff like that, and my thresholds are a little messed up. That I had to try to fix that stuff. All right, so we're getting supered right here. Okay, 61K, right? Definitely not bad. This is like the newest seriously serious fight. So it is pretty relevant. And now we took double digits right there. We of course were getting supported by Broly, Chile, Lemo. I actually forgot what orbs we got, so I don't know what support we're providing. So yeah, this Broly's got a threshold, man. This fight could take a little bit, depending. I mean, we didn't bring the most damage heavy characters, but we can debuff, which I guess does take a little bit of the you know, the scare factor out of the fight, because Broly, Chile, Lemo just, you know, oh yeah, nice try, bud. Just, you know, debuff the hell out of him. 13 million from the banner unit, which, you know, with banner units, I think honestly the best thing you can hope for banner units is support the rotation somehow and don't die to normals. That's really all you can ask for support units, man. Do we want to keep this guy on rotation, or do we want to keep Broly? Oh yeah, shit! I didn't max links him. Damn it! That's what oh man, I meant to do that. Well, we might have to hop into another fight, so you know I can, you know, the thumbnail's at least true. All right. So what we're gonna do here, and we'll put him in the middle slot. You know, I won't transform with Broly. I'll save that for later, because yeah, I you know, doing damage would be cool. You know, as legendary Super Saiyan Broly, but I want to, if we're in here a little longer, I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. So let's do the active skill for the FRIEZA. So FRIEZA powers up, and he does a little taunt mechanic. We haven't had a taunt mechanic for a little bit, and look at the defense. 1.82 million. So this character becomes very capable when we have the taunt mechanic live. So, and then they get like other key, right? Here's the thing. I don't want to watch our HP. Yeah. I don't want to like, I feel like when I read the kit, it's just so goddamn boring. Like, and with some of these characters, it takes so long because I, you know, sometimes stop, talk about something else that's happening in the fight. Maybe have to load into another fight, whatever. So, Spark Notes, right, for the FRIEZA. FRIEZA, 12 key, greatly raises attack for 1 turn, lowers enemies' attack and defense. 18 key, greatly raises attack for 1 turn, mega colossal damage, greatly lowers attack and defense. Raises allies' attack by 50% for 1 turn, self-excluded. So ideally, you would want to run FRIEZA in the first slot, do his 18 key, and, you know, just buff the rest of the rotation, right? Basic effects, you know, get some stats. Additional 2 key per key sphere. All right, nice damage there. And then 19 million on the additional super attack. So we saw with the other rainbowed FRIEZA, they did that without doing their active skill and whatnot. So yeah, it's you get a little bit of extra juice when you hit the active skill, which we'll get to. For 5 turns from this character's entry, guards all attacks. I don't care. I'll talk over you, Goku. Shut up. And then starting from the 6th turn, you have a great chance at guarding, which is not as bad as it used to be. because now you can actually tell that if you're guarding or not. It only took Dokkan damn near 10 years to do that shit. Like, God bless.
Who do you think you are? I'm Gogeta. Kakarot and Vegeta have fused together to win this.
So that is the exchange with Gogeta right there. So we could exchange to Gogeta right now if we wanted to. Yeah, let me finish talking about this Frieza. I know I hate it, man. I hate it. I'm with y'all. Like, it's boring. So when 4 or more extreme class allies are on the team, that counts as Frieza himself because he is extreme class. So that's why we have the Carnival Tech Broly, and then we have Broly Chile Lemo. So that fulfills that condition. Or when there's another movie heroes or movie bosses category ally attacking in the same turn, right? So, yeah, as long as, I mean, if you're using their leader skill, that's always going to be up. But if you're on, like, Inhuman Deeds or something like Omega Shenron's leader skill, you might not be able to. So, you know, keep that in mind. Launches an additional super. Not the biggest deal if you don't get this, but every attack received, 150%. And chance of performing a critical, 10% within the turn, right? So that is if you get hit. So that increases your damage. So there is a slight argument to not go full dodge on this character because you'll miss out on a lot of damage. But this only kind of really matters when you're doing the taunt and, like, I don't know, you put him at slot 3 or something like that. That way you can maximize, you know, the amount of attacks and stuff coming your way, then maximize your damage, right? So, you know, there is a case of not having full dodge, but this character isn't like always a supreme giga tank, so, you know, you can get blasted if you don't dodge sometimes. Then when guard is activated, which this includes the ability of dodging, right? So you can dodge and this goes, like this works. You get 20% defense up to 100%. And then when 3 or more superclass allies are on the team starting from the 3rd turn, you can, or starting from the 5th turn battle, you change with orbs, and then you can be Gogeta. So if you didn't have superclass allies, you couldn't be Gogeta. So that's why this team is weird. Because you can't use Frieza's active without, like, movie bosses or and whatnot, right? So, like, right here, you can't use the active skill if you don't have enough extreme class allies. And then, you know, you get 24 key, 400% defense, and then you do the taunt mechanic. So if you, like I was saying, if you want all the bells and whistles, you gotta build this crazy concoction of a team, which down the road, I feel like could be a downfall of this character. This character itself in a vacuum, insanely good. But the team requirements are a little poo-poo, I will say. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to exchange. And damn, although it probably would be a lot better. You know what? I may have just lied. It might be a lot better to stay as Frieza. You know, we'll have a Frieza rotation and a Gogeta rotation because I think we could go to the AGO Gogeta here. Use the active skill, exchanging the Gogeta down. Yeah, we'll probably do that. I lied. I was just showing the battle motion. Haha. you fool. We will. I mean, let's get Broly Chile Lemo out of here, man. No, like, we do not want to mess around. I mean, we will have enough orbs for them, but let's just not. Let's just. Will we? Yeah. Let's just not. I think the physical orbs. Oh, that's just for them. So we're not even gonna report. I should have took the physical orbs and left them with the tech. I didn't even need to. There's literally nothing we can do about that. Yeah. I probably should have got different orbs with the gods. So we could take damage here. Okay, we didn't. So you see our like our defense went up the first time, and then our additional wait, no. Our crit and then our attack goes up as we take hits. But, you know, like I was saying earlier, like with the very hard hitting characters, we could get smashed. Like it's a definite possibility if you use this of Golden Frieza in the first slot without the taunt mechanic, right? Without the active skill of the Frieza. All right, and then we'll start talking about the Gogeta. So the Gogeta is also insane. You have the 18 key, which greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and then the 18 key, which is Gallic Gun, which is surprising. Glad they whipped that out. Massively raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Mega Colossal damage enemy raises allies' defense by 50%. For 1 turn, self-excluded. So the Gogeta raises the defense of the rotation with the 18 key. Frieza does the attack. And then, you know, you have key and stats. You receive an additional key +1. Attacks are effective against all type. Oh, gods are okay, right? This is their first turn they're up, yeah. Okay, we're good. High chance of evading enemies' attack. So Gogeta innately has the 50% chance. And then what? So with a key sphere obtained, you can fully recover HP, which you know, if you use the Gogeta active skill, like you get his defense gets like we'll find out. That doesn't necessarily matter. All right. So that when 3 or more superclass allies are on the team, or when there's another movie heroes or movie boss category ally on the same turn, you get 40% damage reduction. And then when attacking with 20 or more key, you get attack and defense 200%, great chance of performing a crit. So if you go crit on the Frieza doesn't get any like sort of crazy crit. The Gogeta side does. So right here as Golden Frieza, you know, you do have Project. God damn it. Why did I not do Max Links, dude? So now we are the Gogeta side. You know, him, while he's in 320k defense. Oh, we don't have the... Oh, yeah, we do. I was just like, wait a minute. Well, we can exchange. We don't have the fusion yet. 5th turn. That's so ratchet. Whoops. Well, I'm a bozo. But, yeah, and then Frieza, 630k. So, we're going to go to Gogeta. In which we do not have the active skill right now. And why that is... Can he not whip it out the first turn he comes on the rotation? I swear he could. I mean, we have 3 or more superclass allies. And then, yeah, we raise attack by 540% temporarily, and then we get 540% defense and changes all key spheres to TEQ key spheres for 1 turn. And what's also a little neato about little Gogeta right here is that every key sphere he gets a 5% chance to dodge. So he already has 50%. He gets additional 5%. So there is a scenario where you can get 100% chance to dodge. And then attack 10% up and allies defense 10% up when attacking. Self-excluded. And for every 5 key spheres obtained, launch an additional super attack. So if you change the whole key sphere... Wow, we cannot get 10. That sucks. So if you have a whole, you know, you use the active skill, it changes the orbs and whatnot. Because his active skill changes all key spheres to TEQ. It can be an insanely nutty turn, you know? So 320k, 5, yeah. We're, you know, we'll see this. So in slot 1, we are definitely safe. Nice try, Bozo. Nice try, Bozo. 35 million. Max Link's winks wink. Wink wink. And then we saw the crit chance right here. Mine, I guess I didn't even talk about it. Mine is at 69%. I got the first copy off tickets, and I'm like, you know what? A dupe would be dope. The dupe beat my ass so freaking bad. Like, it was just... All right, so 22 million on this guy right now, which is a little higher than normal, I think. Oh, wait, I was going to say, thanks to the Gogeta's passive, but he does defense. That's Gogeta. Frieza does offense. Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, I got my cheeks clapped. It was not a good, dude. And I did another rotation today because I grinded up, got some stones, you know, and like, it was not good. It was just not good, man. I went from a 69% blue Kaioken to Rainbow in himself off the banner because I pulled 5 copies of that rat. And then Daima Rat Kid Goku, or Daima Mini Goku, you know? Oh, nice dad, baby. Because I don't know if we would have lived that shit. I do not know if we would have lived that shit. All right, we're going into, we'll go Gogeta here. Because, yeah, we're going to go... All right, we got the active skill here. We got the active skill. Let's rip the active skill, because I think the active skill could finish off this, this Broly. So, yeah, my Gogeta 69%. I just put category exclusive orbs on there, the defense, and then defense dodge, which, you know, could be the best for that character. But you know what they didn't do? They didn't give him a KO screen. Didn't do it. Oh, yeah, and by the way, this is the 3rd goddamn Gogeta this year. You had the 10th Annie, you know, with the Super Gogeta. And then you also have the Gogeta 4 from the GDC Part 2. And then you have this guy. Wild. Wild, man. What a Gogeta year. Vegito is an active skill. Vegito Blue is so ratchet. And then I guess the 10th year Vegito. All right, so I'm running the same team right here. I'll turn this off because we don't want to see the gods. And the, oh, yeah, the new character, the new Frieza Gogeta do not have an intro. So we don't need that. All right, so, okay. How can we do this? So mine is at the max lengths now. I did just change that. Wait, we can click that now. Yeah. So we're at 283K. The friend is at 292K. I think they are, yeah, they are rainbowed. Went a little bit more offensive. Yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna do the active skill. I want to keep mine on rotation, actually. I'm gonna do the active skill with this Frieza. So that way we could get slapped up in this slot too. That's why I'm doing it in the middle slot. I forgot I have I almost let it go. That was to my stones. That was a personal message Frieza left to my my stones. Summoning for this character. Well, technically I could have got away without using the stones, but you know, I got one of my tickets, but it is what it is, man. Oh, do we need the rainbow? No, we'll keep the rainbow here. There we go. Yeah, man. So there's definitely for a while. Oh yeah, we can't dodge here. So this will show the Gogeta side, because Gogeta, you know, can get 100% chance to dodge, right? So the Gogeta side, I didn't look at our defense after the active skill. Shit. It is kind of a dodge character. Very good defensively, but still can get blasted by the, you know, the big time of 13, 14, 27, 94 million attacks. You know, you know, million super attack damage. So like that some of these crazy bosses have, right? So on his active skill, they also gave him like, they gave him a lot of defense too, 540% defense. So that will help against the dodge canceling bosses, which this blue Goku is, right? Unless we're running TEQ UI Goku, the LR, that can, you know, with his domain, just like, yeah, actually, you know, we can all dodge for a while. And then, shit, who is it? The 53 million, nice. The GDC, the GDC part 1, Blue Goku and Vegeta. If you use the active skill of the Blue Goku, where you are Vegeta, did I say 6 million? This guy has no links, but yeah. Yeah, the blue Vegito blue, whatever. That guarantees dodging, even if there's dodge canceling. So that's another character who can kind of get around through that. That's why the blues are kind of just insane. You know, everybody was just like, Gogeta 4 is the best. You know, kind of me included at first. But then with the new content, there's like, okay, he could get bullied, man. There are some fights where they can, oh, brother. Okay, I know what we're doing. Because these Vegetas are not entirely defensive characters, man. And we did get those AGL orbs, so we got defensive support. Right? I think we got defensive support right there. Okay. We got offensive support right there. You guys are liars. Don't, you know, that wasn't, yeah. You guys don't know what you're talking about. And does this Vegeta really need any orbs? Link level, oh, I didn't. Oh, I forgot I got a dupe from the rotation I did today. I didn't put orbs on him. I didn't put nothing on him. Oh. Yeah, okay, this is like, I mean, yikes. High chance of randomly changing key spheres of a certain type to rainbow, so rainbow orb changing, God bless. Launches additional damage reduction 30%. Chance of evading 30% right there. So he's got a little bit of tech, man. You know, base he gets 50% chance, then he's at an 80% chance. So chances are in our favor he won't get touched. I was just looking to kind of see if he was orb reliant. I'll skip the rest of this turn. I just realized we don't have we can't dodge. I just went through all that talking about it. Oh, Burly T-Line Lembo, we're good, man. We can dodge. Oh, what an idiot. What a bozo. All right, so I hopped into a different fight entirely because I didn't want to remake the team and stuff. So don't tell me the gods were in first. Son of a bitch. Bro, what are these rotations, man? I keep getting the true special with this shit. All right, so we got a rotation right here. We can rip the active skills right away. Or, you know, once you do the FRIEZA active, you cannot do the Gogeta active. So keep that in mind. I don't think we're really in any sort of danger right here. So I think we're going to just keep I'm gonna off rotate mine actually. And then we're gonna just put that on skip. We're gonna get Broly out here. Because it would be good to wow these keyspheres. Holy shit. It would be good to just get oh yeah, that Broly got a he also got a little battle motion and whatnot. And then the Second Coming Broly didn't have one. And then recently with this update, the Second Coming Broly did get one as well. It's pretty much the same thing. He's just a little bit more damaged. Then I think he's like delayed slightly powering up or something like that. So yeah. So ideal conditions for this Frieza is just like he wants to take a lot of attacks and build up his offense, right? You see here, like, we have a lot of attacks spread out and everything like that. I would have ripped it, like, if, say, we just get, like, 20 attacks in slot 1. I would have put this guy in slot 2 and then use the active skill. That way, when he finally attacks, because there's I think it's an indefinite build-up for the Frieza while he gets hit. Oh, yeah, and by the way, this character has an ungodly amount of just 200% leaders. Because when you're an exchange character, you share the links. Wow, pitiful damage if this character is not getting hit first. Yeah, he's now the exchange units, it's like, all right, so it's Golden Frieza plus Gogeta, right? So it's all Gogeta, or I'm sorry, Golden Frieza categories, and then all of Gogeta categories, where back in the past, there was, whatchamacallits. There's two other different types of characters. There's where it's the and in the name. Let's see. Is this? Yeah, Broly and Chilai and Lemo. That means they're all like together, right? But not there's no like Broly, Chilai, Lemo like sprite or something like that. So I don't know. This never really like I don't know. Wow. Like this character getting big bad bosses when it's, you know, Broly, Chilai, and Lemo. It was always a little weird, right? But then if there's a slash in the name, that's like when a condition is met, you can go into like another character or something like that, which is kind of different, but you know, then yeah, it's kind of different. Trust me, bro. All right, so we're on turn 3. These guys were already on rotation, so they lost a lot of damage reduction, but they might be our best bet right here. Even type disadvantage. All right, so we'll be back next turn. Okay, so this could play into... She just changed all the orbs. What a rat. What an actual rat. This fucking bitch. So this could play into what I was talking about. There's a whole lot of attacks coming here, and even better yet, their AoEs and whatnot. I don't want to off-rotate. I don't want to off-rotate Frieza. We're just going to pop this right now. Get some extra stats and all that good stuff. So I'm probably just going to pop this in slot 2. Right? And stay in slot 2. You know, we don't need to watch again. We already saw it twice, guys. 2 times, good enough. Let's see. We do... Well, it doesn't matter if we have enough orbs to dodge. What I want to do is offensive support, which is AGL and strength. So, AGL right here. Offensive support. Gucci. Then Frieza doesn't really need any orbs right now. So let's see if we can, how this Frieza gonna look. I forgot to look at the defense again after the taunt mechanic. Trust me, it's a lot. It is a lot. Oh yeah, taunt mechanics don't work on AoEs. So thankfully, that wasn't, that was Broly, Chilai, Lemo's, this like hidden potential dodge and whatnot. Bless. Oh, that actually lowered our attack and defense too. Unblessed. Not blessed. Yeah. Cancel the blessing. All right, guys. That's enough. Thank you, but like that's enough. And luckily enough, though, like we really haven't been 60 million. I've seen clips where there's this FRIEZA and even the GOGETA too, just getting up to absurd numbers, right? You know, with a little bit of manipulation and stuff like that. I ain't gonna get into all that because after this video's like edited and shit like that, I'm trying to go to bed. So like I ain't about that right now. I ain't about that life right now. I'll just get a cute little cheeky video out here. 27 million, dude. That is, of course, from Broly Chilai Lemo and the FRIEZA dropping some support too. This motherfucker gonna live with a sliver. Because FRIEZA is giving, you know, from the 18 key super, they are giving. Oh, Broly, my man. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. That is stinky caca. She's gonna change all the orbs anyway. Yep. Hilarious. It's even funnier the second time, you little shit. Oh my lord. I kind of want to keep this guy on rotation. I mean, we can do the active right now, but... Well, we can fuse right now, excuse me. But we're going to save that for when we have an enemy who has enough HP. Ribrianne does not right now. So we're pretty much just going to get slapped twice, and then we're just going to put this bitch in the dirt. So yeah, you'll definitely see a bit of variety. And it resets every turn the attack up, right? I can't imagine. Yeah. Within the turn. Yeah, I was going to say, I can't imagine. Like, you'd see some ridiculousness. All right. So, we have no FRIEZA active. We could potentially go to GOGETA. But I want to keep this as a FRIEZA rotation. I think we'll get these strength orbs for yeah, these goofballs. It's kind of scary using these goofballs again, man. It's not always the greatest feeling. Say, do we get 7 orbs? No? Well, we're gonna lose. Like, I mean, what the hell is my hidden potential? Okay, so this is like the old like hidden potential before the easy aid. Because I definitely would have given them like all dodge. That's the only thing that character needs to do is not get touched, because they will I mean, maybe you can make the argument a while ago that they could kind of live, but not anymore. They will just explode on normal attacks, because normal attacks can hit a couple million these days. The game is changing, and the game is changing fast, which I don't know if I like that. Because it's like these characters that you summon for, and, you know, it is a gacha game. All these characters do have, like, an expiration date. But there's those characters that you spend your money, your stones on, whatever. And then there's even, like, the easy A's or super easy A's. They're like, yippee, like, these are really good and stuff like that. And it's just like, well, it's really unfortunate when the characters are, like, even when they're easy aid or whatnot, there's like, wow, they're kind of subpar. They're good in some scenarios, but they're kind of subpar. So they're just kind of dead again. Maybe they shouldn't easy aid right now, and they'd be better in the future, possibly more usable. But yeah. All right, I want this Vegeta. Let's see if we take a normal. Good man. 80% dodge, 80% minimum dodge. And plus, there's also some hidden potential dodge in there. All right, we are going Gogeta right here. So we're going to swap. Bring it on. And then, well, we're going to go, well, we're going to do the active skill right here. We'll show these active skills because I think I've only done the Gogeta one twice. And, you know, this is another Gogeta, so why not?
Greatest fusion of all! I'm gonna send you back to hell!
All right, that was Super Gogeta, and now we have Gogeta Super Saiyan, right? Because this guy from Z is Super Gogeta, and then this would be like Gogeta Super Saiyan, right? Standalone Gogeta Blue and Vegeta Blue when, you know? I just want to check stats beforehand. 550, yeah, okay. So there is no active skill KO. I think we got it before, but yeah. All right, so this guy's at, oh. That's 7.2 million. And so when it says, like what I was talking about earlier, like in his passive, it's like, yeah, when you get a key sphere, you fully obtain. And that's one time only. So this is our first time going into this Gogeta and getting key spheres, right? So we fully heal. But with our defense, you know, this fucking high, and with all tech orbs, like, yeah, it's insane. It's nuts. I didn't think we were gonna almost murder this guy with that active skill, but hey. And then we see the super attack right now. All right, Gogeta dodge. He has well over 100% chance to dodge. And then we got 88 million. So kind of around the, you know, what Gogeta 4 can do when he uses his active skill and whatnot. So, and this guy, we missed out on it, right? This guy had a crazy turn ahead of him. Because every 5 key spheres that you get, that's an additional super attack. And we got 23 orbs. So, yeah, if you guys didn't know, there's 23 orbs on the field. It's a weird number, absolutely, but yeah. Yeah, we don't have the active skill and stuff like that right here. I mean, there's a good chance we're just dead here. I think, honestly, that's a good spot to leave off on. Was seeing that although we didn't finish out that turn, this is already like 44 minutes long, and I think that will suffice. You know, there's a little bit of other craziness that we possibly could have set up, but again, I ain't about that right now. I'm trying to go to bed here shortly. You know, I already did the Grand Summoners video, recording this right afterwards. I thought about doing a solo leveling video, but we'll probably save that for another time. But anyway, bastards, hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think about the newest Dokkan Fest LR that we have? And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.
But first, hi there. If you liked what you saw, thank you.